We work with a variety of stakeholders, in the country. We work with NGOs, mainly the NACSO is one of our very important, associations that we work with. And I'm glad to see the NACSO members in this room today. And we hope to receive some feedback on how we collaborate and work with NACSO. I see Maxi Luis there. I see the Executive Director of the Namibia Nature Foundation as well. So we really thank you for coming here. We work with state organs, private sectors. We work with individuals, etc. The list goes. Yeah. So those are our priorities that we've pursued over the past 4 years. We've pursued climate change, both adaptation and mitigation, biodiversity conservation that entails natural resource management, CBN and RFM, terrestrial ecosystem management, and then waste management that we are currently executing and supporting. We're also into intervention that deals with sustainable land management. So that is a whole lot if you start to unpack those 4 investment focus. So that's our structure as EIF. At a high level partnership, we really prioritize the government line ministries, our civil society organization, our multilateral environmental and climate funds, private sectors, especially the ones in the financing space. Bilateral agencies, work very closely with bilateral agencies as well, such as the French development agencies that continue to support us on different levels. So we do have different portfolios and program and then project in terms of levels of execution. So I'll go a little bit further on those programs and projects that we are currently undertaking. We also provide services for hosting of entities. Currently, we host the UNDP Small Grants Program as well as the Game Product Trust Fund in terms of supporting fund administration for those entities. We also do a lot of management on behalf of stakeholders, mainly the Ministry of Environment and Tourism, where we manage a couple of their projects in terms of providing administrative and financial support. So you can see just some of our key stakeholders. Again, not exhaustive. If your logo is not there, just forgive us. We'll include the conservancies in the future. I think the page will need about 10 pages in terms of our stakeholders engagement. But some of those that we work with very closely on a daily basis with different funding mechanisms. You find that we do have the international partners, which is the likes of EU, FMO, Invest International, the Climate Fund Managers, the Green Climate Fund, Adaptation Fund, etc. And then we do have the UN Feminists, that's UNDP, where we manage a couple of projects and execute together with the Ministry of Environment and Tourism. The DBSA work very closely with them. African Development Bank, SADC, DFRC, etc. Then from the private national work with a couple of private sectors. All the commercial banks, we do have good relationship with them in terms of climate financing. the NAXO, which I just alluded to, Agribank, and NAPLA, just to mention a few. And just a milestone, I don't want to repeat what my board members has indicated, but for the past 6 years, actually it should be 3.5 billion that we've raised over the past 6 years. So we've been having a monitoring and evaluation system where we monitor the impact and how these funding benefits our communities. So far, we stated 230,000 direct and indirect beneficiaries. So it's extremely very important, difficult to qualify that, but we do have a matrix that we've come up with that records such numbers. As we work with different donor funding, we are required to be accountable to the donors and development partners that we serve. And over the past 5 years, we've undertaken more than 52 audits, external audits, and you can just imagine 52 audits is quite a lot within the space of 6 years. So on average, we spend about how much? Almost 9 audits per year, on different projects. So most of them we've signed 28 funding agreements with different agencies, DFIs, multilateral environmental funds, and donors, philanthropic individuals. We also have got 282 partnerships that we've created through different levels of engagement. This would be like grant financing, lines of credit, bursaries, academic research, MOUs with different government entities. Just to touch on the private sector facility that we worked on, I think this came to an end in March last year, and this was a 46 million euro credit facility from the African Development Bank through a program called the Sustainable Utilization of Natural Resources and Energy Financing Program. We worked extremely well with Bank Windhoek, First National Bank, and Nedbank, and they were able to deploy the allocation through different different projects that were financed through that facility. The EIF hosted the technical assistance facility. That means providing some of the origination and technical supports to the bank, working together in marketing as well as in supporting proponents submitting those business plans to the bank. So that is one of the projects supported, financed under this program. If I stand to be corrected, but I think it was financed through Bank Windhoek. Bank Windhoek, yeah, you can see Clay smiling. Yeah. And then we do have a GCF portfolio of about 43 million US dollars that we've accessed so far, but we have 4 projects that are full projects in terms of size. Then we've got about 5 readiness small grants that supports the preparation of preparatory work for country and as well as climate readiness for country for Namibia to be specific. So 2 of those projects have come to an end. 2 of them are still ongoing. And the ones that will come to an end are the climate resilient agriculture project that has been implemented in the two Kavango regions and the Zambezi region, as well as the Empower to Adapt, which was a grant making project for the community-based natural resource management program. We still have the rangeland and ecosystem management project for the Kunene region that's ongoing. And today this evening, we'll witness the beginning of the grant program under the building resilience on the ecosystem-based adaptation. Those are the UNDP projects that we've done, very, very impactful. The financing of SDG 1, 2, 3 is directly to individuals, targeting micro and small medium enterprises. We've worked with Standard Bank on this one in terms of blending a grant and a credit line facility. Nila Lake is ongoing as a landscape approach for livelihood program. So there are some grants component that the Environmental Investment Fund is managing. So we also got the Triple B with UNDP, that is build back better, which is an urban sustainable agricultural program that's promoting peri-urban and urban agricultural activities at household and individual level.